So I thought I'd make a quick video of the Bamboo companion app. We'll look at that same print, that ASA, the Galileo 2 ASA print. Yeah, there's that message saying, I can't tell the first layer because the build plate's weird, which it is. Yeah, you get a much better view from here. I wish we'd show the cooling on here because a lot of people have been skeptical about no cooling. I wouldn't do it. I would never turn off all cooling if I could get the parts to stick the whole print. It's the only way I've been able to get them to stick. And again, this is that ASA that I dried for over 300 hours. Just absurd and painful and irritating and just bad in every way. Just the amount of time and electricity and just to get it to print, it's just wrong. You know, I don't have the power or the influence or anything to, even begin to hold them accountable. They just laughed at me in support, blamed it on me pretty much. Just take it. They just step on you and you just get up and inflate yourself and move on. If someone with influence, a streamer or something, if they had the same problems, they could get some answers out of them, or at least get something more than I could, because they just shit all over me. Looks good though. We're probably on layer 20 or 25, probably between 20 layers, 20 and 30. Looks good. I don't see any lifting of the edges on any parts. Although that left edge on the right there where it just went over right there, that looks like it could be lifting a little bit. You'd tell if there was a gap, if when it went over there it pushed the gap closed, which it didn't appear to. So I think it's okay, especially when it went slow like that. Oh, when it went fast, you'd still see if there's a gap there. You'd see that gap close and open as it pushed the layers down. Because it pushes it squishes the layers, it welds them together that way. The filament comes out really hot and squishes down to the layer below it. Yeah, this little Bamboo Handy app is fantastic. I mean, it really is. Let's see if the part skipping is there. The button is right there. The button is right. It's that one that looks like a little leapfrog button. Oh, looks like I could skip. So there's a topical view of the print that's happening now, and to skip, you highlight a part and say skip, and it'll skip it. It's really neat. My Vorons do it too, which is fantastic. But those are the 4 parts that are printing right now. The cowling is what is highlighted now, but I don't want to skip it, of course. That would be dumb. Let's check the fans. Yeah, they're still off, and the chamber temp is 46. So yeah, it'll be up to 50. It may get up over 50 by the time the print finishes. And that just helps, I think. I hope. I certainly wouldn't want to hurt. But if it did, I mean, if you started to, I started seeing squish, where it was when it pushed down, when it printed a layer, it squirted out, bulged or something. Then yeah, at that point, I'd have to measure. I'd have to get the part. The print would finish or fail, and then I would get the part, and then I would measure from the bottom of the print, from the first layer up, to figure about which layer it started doing that on, and then I'd have to go in to the G code and add a command to start pushing air out of the cabin to keep the temperature below the temperature that it did that at. You don't want to push too much out. You don't want to pull in too much fresh air because you don't. If it gets too cool in there, it will lift. The part will lift, and then the whole print will fail. So that's how you troubleshoot that kind of stuff. It gets interesting quick. But all looks good so far. More later.